Wear the Gown is sponsored by CHI St. Vincent.
Social distancing can be hard for all of us, but as a parent, it can be particularly hard to convince your kids to practice social distancing, especially in the summer when all they want to do is go out and play with their friends. In this week's Wear the Gown, a pediatrician with CHI St. Vincent has advice on how parents can help explain the idea to their young ones.
COVID-19 has turned me into a grumpy old man. These free-range kids playing without caring at all about social distancing. Dr. Irwin, your thoughts?
They are wonderful vectors for illness, meaning that they transmit virus much better than adults do. And I think that it's wise to, as adults, try to model for children and try to reinforce social distancing, encouraging use of masks in children over the age of 2.
Easier said than done. The doctor says if nothing else, keep it 10 kids or less, parents, and always keep teaching.
And I know with my own children, I have been teaching them if we are going for a walk and we come up to some neighbors that we know well, don't run up on them, give them some space, respect their boundaries.
The lessons of social distancing. And for pediatricians, there's another issue impacted by COVID-19, early childhood development.
We reinforce that it is extremely important to continue to get your children's well child visits. The first 2 years of life are some of the most important and critical developmental time to screen for developmental delays, speech delays, developmental gross motor delays. Is your child developing as appropriately?
In short, for those early childhood visits, for the vaccines that cover 16 other childhood diseases, or for ailments that are bothersome, don't shy away from a visit to the doctor.
We have a couple of options. I've had several parents that are just terrified to come in, but they want to know what's going on. We have telemedicine options.
And like drive-through testing, Dr. Irwin and her staff also do drive-in service.
I think anytime I've gone to a family's car and examined their child in the car so that they don't have to worry to come in, that I think has always been a comforting measure.
And as for Governor Hutchinson's recent announcement about getting back into the classroom, Dr. Irwin offers this.
I think a lot of children, my children especially, are concerned about whether they're going back to school in the fall. They miss their friends. And I think that it's important as a family to sit down and talk about with them.
Know that the pediatricians will find a way, and a child's health is at its best when there's a good role model in front of them.
It's a good life lesson. So parents, I think as parents, we're much better at taking care of our children's health needs than our own, myself included sometimes, but we're all doing our best. But I think that we need to set a good example.